We're back for part 2. Why is my computer not charging? Okay. Your FaceTime message was at 11:55. 13 minutes after the murder, pointed FaceTime at the woman who owns the suspect vehicle. I'm looking at the internet. Okay, y'all. Ooh, them hands is ashy. At 2:30 that afternoon, she was researching Bath and Body Works, and then she was researching Gwinnett County and like homicide. She finds Gwinnett County Police Department's Twitter feed, and she clicks on that, and the headline is. That's crazy. They got access to everything in your phone. She was feigning all this surprise. Why? Okay. Hey, Tanya. Hey, hey. All right. I got some energy because I was struggling earlier. But let's go ahead and knock out these nails. So I did prepping earlier today. We just go pick up where we left off at. So I'm just gonna buff these nails down. Hi, Anissa. Hey, Tanya Boo. Ooh, no wonder my tripod crooked. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. It's not even on the table. So I'm like, why is it shaking? Okay. Okay, we got our nails etched. I am out of my bond. So we just go use the primer, baby, and we gonna make it work, okay? So hopefully I'm able to get this done quicker than me being on for 3 hours, because I was on here earlier for 2.5 hours today. I'm trying to get back into my rhythm, so I do apologize for being MIA. Life has been lifing, and you know, when life be life, and it be really hard to get in your creative space. But I have to remember that this is really what makes me feel good. Okay, so pointer. But this is the set that we did earlier on live. I just did a nice little freestyle. It's been a minute since I did any Gelx nails, but I think I redeemed myself pretty freaking good. All right. Press on stand. Okay, so we go do press-ons today. Lord, please let me have everything I need. I know I got the tacky glue. I just don't know where it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, so them the colors that I'm using.
right. Let's get this started. But how was you guys' day today? Tell me something new.
I'm just looking to see if I can spot Quentin's BMW.
Tell me something good. Tell me something new. I'm a little tired. I ain't gonna lie. I am just exhausted, honestly. But I said, let me just get on live and see my girls. Let y'all know I still care about you guys. You got your fingerprints done? Okay, girl. I'm glad you was able to get that done. Let's get that money on. Let's get that money on.
The attorney relayed that Quentin's looking to maybe lay down some sort of self-defense claim. Gonna reach out to that.
When you supposed to start? They give you the start date already, or you gotta wait until your background check come back? Okay. So with this, I'm gonna start with my thumb.
The story that Quentin's telling him is that Quentin was driving the juvenile over to Peachtree Point.
I'm gonna start with my thumb. And so this was my pointer, I believe. Yeah. This was my pointer. This was my middle. This was my index. And this is my pinky. Ooh, this ball too big. I always make the ball too big for my pinky all the time. And then
his story, it just doesn't make sense, you know. It's Valentine's Day, flowers, candy, whatever.
okay.
It just looks like they were prepared for a little bit more than a date. We set up a time for him to come in for a formal interview. The attorney agreed to bring Quentin to homicide.
What I need to do first is shape. I'm not the biggest fan, honestly, of doing press-ons on this stand. Ugh, I really don't like it. But
Quentin tells a story that actually puts the gun and the actual murder in the lap of the teenager.
see, this is why.
Will have more leverage to hold over the teenager.
But I just know to cut it in my hand. I'm cutting just right by the number. You guys know that my favorite shape is pointy almond. I would just put them on a different way, on this stand, but honestly, I don't even feel like fighting this tonight. Oh my goodness.
Now would be the best time for him to kind of get out in front of it and make a statement. The mother plans to bring the teenager in and tell his story.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that story to be told. It's frustrating to know that it's out there.
I said I was gonna get on at 10:30, but you know what? Let me just knock it out. Let's just knock it out, knock it out. I knock this live out, knock it out, knock it out. Yeah, I've been there. I done that.
I called mom 10:30 this morning. She was rolling out of bed. Like, she has no sense of urgency about this.
Okay.
As the deadline passes. It's done. Quentin's attorney calls. Okay. All right. And asks Gunny to meet him in the parking lot. Yeah, I'll be out there shortly.
Baby, he did it. Me for what? Okay.
Quentin did not show up.
I like to do pointy almond. That is my favorite shape. It's been a while since I did my nails. I have not did my nails since May. May, y'all. Literally since May. So it's good to know that I still, you know, can do a little something, something. Okay. That's the only thing I hate about doing it. Scraping my nails. Okay. So we got thumb.
And they submitted a arrest warrant to the DA based on the circumstantial evidence they have on the case. I obviously want to have more physical evidence, but
Making press-ons actually can be faster because you don't have to do extra steps. You just gotta hope and pray they stay on. Honestly.
Turn it over to fugitives. Donnie sends the fugitive warrants men to stake out the home of Quentin's senior friend. We're heading out to meet up with my sister and give them an update on the investigation. Mr. Dennis, how are you? What I wanted to do today is give you an update. There are two individuals that we're looking at, and one individual, I went ahead and secured arrest warrant. We're praying that we get a resolution to it. Part of the reason my son is not here, somebody didn't have a spirit of forgiveness.
Let's hope that this goes fast tonight. Girl, me too. Me too, girl. But this the best I got, Mike. Yeah, I'm so sleepy. When I say I am about to sleep so good when I get done doing this set.
Whenever you work in the market, I want you to kind of think about this guy, how you got him into that. Well, thank you very much, you touched me, and I appreciate it, you guys. God bless you.
Mm. Ah.
He did not want to speak with detectives at the time of his arrest. He was transported to the Smith County Jail. We still have one outstanding. Hopefully, once we can put that cell phone belonging to our second suspect at the scene, we can go ahead and secure arrest warrants for him. Nearly 2 months later, when we finally got the phone records back, Johnny came finally reviewed the phone records for Darian, Quentin, and the teenager. I gave them Darian's phone. There were no phone calls between Darian and Quentin. Darian, the teenager. The phone records for Quentin, it looked right at 11:30. Quentin's phone pings off the nearest tower. So this is the digital evidence we were looking for. Looking at the phone records for the
Okay.
teenager, between 10 a.m. and 10:45, the cell phone is pinging off the tower in Marietta, and then that's it.
Great.
We don't get any additional ping. Just because
Magnet for what?
wasn't in Gwinnett County and wasn't used doesn't exclude him from our suspect list.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna go in and we're gonna do just like a pink base coat. This color is First Kiss from DND. I think this is a pretty base coat. Actually, this is my cousin had me go to the store to buy it for her. She's an actual nail tech. And she was like, I need a base coat. The color I've been using for years, it looked like it's different. It's drying down different. And I'm like, okay, what you need me to do? So she asked me, can I go to the nail supply store to see if they had this color? And I did, which she, sent the money back for me for. But she was like, nah, it looked the same. I have to fix that because it's a little crooked on the side, but we ain't gonna stress it. So I'm gonna do all of these pink except the middle finger. We just gonna make the same exact set. You gonna do the same exact set. But I think it's drawn down pretty. Now what I do need are my tweezers when I do press-ons. Cause I'm clumsy and I'm heavy-handed, so that's just like not a good combination. And I'll mess these up. So I just end up keeping the polish. I'm like, I'm gonna try this a base. And I like it. I don't see But then again, I'm not a nail technician, so I probably don't have the eye like she has. I just solely do my nails for to save money, and two, I just like to create. You know, I'm very artistic. So, don't you dare. Stay with me now. Stay with me, girlfriend. But yeah. So I'm just gonna do one coat. And then we are gonna do the middle finger white. And this is from Beatles. This white polish. These bottles are so little though. God darn it. That's one thing I'm gonna do, baby. I'm gonna mess something up. Okay. So we got our polish on. Let's go ahead and put it in our lamp. There's my lamp. Rigged up on the box because I don't like to put my hand flat. It just be making my back hurt. Okay. We moving somewhere, y'all. We moving and grooving. I scratched this nail up, so I'm just gonna top coat it again. You can literally hear the tiredness in my voice. Let's put this in here too. Okay, I need something entertaining to watch. What y'all been watching? What's a good show? What have you guys been watching? I think I've probably seen everything on Netflix. But I'm going to stick beside them. And I'm going to see if I can find something else to put on. I watched that catfish documentary today. I mean, that was insanely wild. That's a series. I ain't really feeling that. Okay, so this is the set that we're going to be doing. I am just going to put on something that's entertaining. Something to get me through. I thought about watching Love is Blind, but I just don't believe in them shows no more. They just on there for popularity. Then I would watch Jenny in Georgia, but I don't even know where I left off at. Okay, let's watch this train wreck show. Private Investigator Moms. So let's watch that. All right. Okay. We all dry. We all dry. That ain't really dry. The white polish is not. And I'm surprised it ain't because it's a freaking only one coat. So I'm going to start with my airbrush. And I'm going to do dark brown first. Yeah, this shouldn't be as long as the original video. So we just go knock this out. We got some KDS glue to glue them on. So hoping that I don't have no issues with gluing them on because we have an exciting collaboration to film for tomorrow, y'all. Don't forget to like the live. Talk to me. Let me know you guys are here. What's up?
Showrunner. I've got tons of great characters. This is going to be the easiest show I've ever produced. Chris, why women? You say they're great multitaskers. That's correct. Also, no one really challenges my authority. This is supposed to be about
Sleepy. Lord. Okay.
It was constantly one problem and disaster after another. Who the fuck just completely sabotaged everything? I didn't want this to be like.
Okay, let's start with the airbrush. I should have cleaned this out, and I didn't.
Holy shit! What is happening here? There's so much lying, cheating, and psychosis. Just crazy town.
I am totally out of napkins, and I hate that I have to use these. We got to get this this airbrush color out of here. This beige. I'm just cleaning it out with alcohol. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol.
The Real Housewives. And there seems to be no end to the reality for them. For me, though, I just really love the adrenaline rush and the quick thinking that you had to do to.
I'm so tired of them being on kids next door. Lord. I ain't lying.
I was looking for my next
okay.
job, and I got an email.
So we are gonna do dark brown. This is the Seviland airbrush gels. It is already diluted. I mean, the perfect combination for airbrush. This is the perfect combo for airbrush. Perfect. I probably just put too much in there, but oh well.
In the legal world in different capacities. I had
So I have dark brown. You probably can't see it, but it's a dark brown under this nail. And I have dark brown on this nail. So we just gonna do these two for airbrush.
Who wanted this? My name is Chris Butler. I'm the owner of Butler and Associates Private Investigation. What we do here is uncover the truth. I find each person at this table very valuable.
Working with Chris was great. It was very professional. You know, it seemed like he stumbled upon
And we just gonna do, okay, so there go our color. We gonna keep it like in the center.
For me, it was
Try to.
every case was different, and it was just an empowering feeling of knowing one part of you is taking the kids to school and
Yeah.
daycare, and the other part
So I'm cool with that.
investigating fraud or surveillance in some cheating spouse. It was pretty cool.
My background is in law
And then we did airbrush at the top
10-year career.
on this one.
I push the envelope, and as I carry that over into this work. I don't stop.
The first impression of Chris was definitely a sympathy, but I also saw his vision, and I thought, wow, he's got a great idea. I mean, he's really trying to give mothers an opportunity, and at that time, I wanted that opportunity
Okay.
as well.
So what I've learned to do is to put it in the lamp, let that cure.
So my kids were in daycare a lot. I wasn't, you know, I missed a lot of birthday parties, a lot of holidays. So with this new job, it was not only more flexible, I also knew right away that I loved it. Because I was out in the field, I was moving, and I was working with these amazing, powerful women with various backgrounds. We obviously had a lot of women in the office.
Let's go ahead and just empty the tank with this dark brown. I've definitely put too much in here. Hate that I'm wasting my product.
He was in law enforcement, and he had come on board because there were times where we needed a male partner or a male to be in a particular case. And initially, we were like, oh, he's very attractive. That looks like a model, and we started.
You just go put some alcohol in there.
Extra roles on TV. That was interesting. Okay, I got this little side thing.
And clean it out. So that's how quickly the alcohol get that color out. I like to stop it up to make it bubble. Make sure that everything is all the way out. And it looks like it is.
Why women? You say they're great multitaskers. What do you mean?
When I switched to women, specifically PI moms, it was more of a team mentality, more nurturing.
Because we go figure it out. A woman is going to figure it out. That's why. Okay, this may be good. Let me cut this up a little bit. Okay. I'm getting my little energy back now, y'all, because I was half.
I like Lucas from the get-go. He seems to be great. He seems
Half gone. Trying to tell you. Okay.
I told him I don't like a real housewife.
Let's go ahead and do our green on the thumb. I'm going to do all my airbrush right now.
Like, if this show's going to be about us internally fighting and all this kind of stuff, like, I really wasn't interested.
The moms were really concerned about the show, but I reassured them we weren't looking for infighting or drama, just good cases and personal stories.
Okay.
When Lucas approached me about the show and wanting to put me on there as a mom, I just didn't know how to engage it.
All right. So now we are just doing green on the thumb.
Smart and decisive and just, like a good person who would be really good for TV.
I had a little bit of a rough background.
I'm trying to make it pretty dark.
The show itself. And so I decided
Okay.
I wanted to show other women that you can survive and you can take it, and don't let anyone tell you you can't.
After that initial meeting with the PI mom,
And then I just gotta do a black airbrush on this nail.
and funny and smart, we're gonna make a great
So
series.
let's go ahead and try that again.
My name is Teresa Moore King.
Making press-ons really is easy. I just get irritated when it comes off the stand. Like, girl, just sit on there.
Lifetime was 1,000% behind this show. They knew the possibilities were endless. You know, it could break off into New York or into Chicago or into.
I don't have no napkins, so we gotta use these, which I freaking hate.
With this show in San Francisco.
Early on in the show, this is a pretty big casino production. There were retail stores, multiple locations, and just a lot of different elements.
I think our budget was about $4 million for 8 episodes, which is obviously a healthy budget, but only if you're getting all the things you need to make a show happen.
Okay.
Before we started shooting,
All right, so we got that cleaned
I went to
out.
offices, and there was a guy
Now,
on the desk, this guy called Marino. I think he's manning the phone while everybody else was at lunch.
I'm gonna go in with
And,
my
he
black.
just kind of grabbed me and told me that he really felt strongly that he should be one of the main characters in the series. Carl's argument was that because of the work that he had done on this series, Trauma, that fan base, particularly women, would tune in to see the PI Mom series because of him. It just felt like egotism run amok. I explained to him.
I think I did go in with some tan on her too.
And he's not a mom. I'm so sorry, but the network has already decided that it's going to be Chris and the moms, and that was that. So I thought, okay, she's out of the picture, we're good to go.
Okay.
At first day of shooting,
Now,
exhilarating. They showcased us training, they showcased us doing certain cases, and I was thinking, hopefully this will inspire other women. Hey, you can do this job too, you know? We're ordinary people doing this cool thing, and you can do it too.
I was having so much fun. I love production. We were a family. I would say we were like the Charlie's Angels because we were so different, yet so powerful.
okay.
At that point, I just thought, I've got tons of great characters.
We're just gonna do black in the center.
The easiest show I've ever produced. I love it.
I feel like this is the point in the story where everything takes a left turn.
Ooh, they look pretty.
I'm a journalist, and one day I got a really interesting pitch. Beverly Hills publicist emailed me and said he might not know this,
Okay.
but there's a group of private eye investigators who are also sort of soccer moms, and they are filming for a new reality series for Lifetime Television.
Oops.
And really,
Trying to get my setup, my back comfortable, y'all. I was in a horrible car accident
Your typical infidelity case.
a few weeks ago. And my back is a little, I'm still just like a little banged up. I was hit by a semi-truck, y'all. A semi-truck at a red light. So I'm just still kind of,
I'm a huge fan of detective stories. I had butterfly.
It's an exciting job, so, you know, and I was hoping that would come through in the article.
still kind of banged up from that.
Within just a few minutes, Beyonce came roaring at the driveway and took off. Charmaine hit the gas hard. Chase was on. The guy pulled into a nice lunch spot.
I do love these though. I think I did a really good job, especially for me to not have done Gelx nails in a while. I think I redeemed myself pretty freaking well. I do. Oh, who cheating? Who cheating? Who's cheating? Let's catch this cheater.
Watcher, but this one felt like it would make for a great show.
Okay.
These were likable moms.
We gotta do one more color that I forgot about.
And then all of a sudden an email comes in that completely changes my perspective on this game. And somebody named Donald Brother. I am writing this as a courtesy. It would be a mistake to publish the article on the PI moms and Chris Butler. Chris totally played me. The case that you sat in on was totally scripted. All the participants were employees of paid. I am not sure what your intentions are with the article, but I hope that publishing it is not in your plan. Thanks. A concerned citizen. It was just wild, because I had never suspected that this had been staged at all. I was angry that I had been exploited like this, and that I had been faced with harm. But I also thought that Chris Butler was willing to do this to a local magazine and go to such elaborate lengths. What's the stop?
The black is very overpowering, and I wish I would have went in with a tan color first before this black,
After all,
but I didn't.
everybody
So
wonders how fake reality television is.
just go run it through again.
Oh shit. We've got a whole problem. If somebody decided to publish a story about how the show was fake, that was just rude.
Okay, so that's out.
I explained to him
The
that
black is out.
was 100% real.
Now we go
And
clean
it was very clear that all the cases
it out.
were legitimate.
He told me that
Just
they were
like
doing
that.
backflips, trying to make a reality show about real cases and real people. I appreciated that he was being transparent with me, and I believed him.
He told me about this Ronald Rutherford character. And
Okay.
at that point, then I did-
I'm gonna go in with this nude,
It was very clear that
and I'm gonna go in right on top of that green on my thumb. Not that you can see it,
there was a certain
but
irony to suggesting
I'm just gonna do the
that
same
we
thing I
had
did on my
fake
other nail.
cases. Because at that point, part of the problem with the TV show was there weren't that many cases.
And I just do it in, I went in on just like the tip of it. Oh shoot, hold up now.
How many cases?
All right now, girlfriend.
So I was run on 5 cases that the PI mom could sleep out. Yeah, and in fact, I was running that business for
Okay, so I'm liking how that's looking.
On top of that, as we started shooting,
Let's go ahead and dry her in the lamp,
Chris as the week went,
and then we can do a top coat.
That's okay.
you couldn't tell if, he just was the type of person who played everything really close to the vest or
While that's in my lamp,
but I was concerned
I'm gonna go ahead and just add my colors back on here. I don't know where my nail palette is.
but
I don't know where it's at.
overcome it because the moms, they were big characters.
I really don't.
And their stories
Like I said, I haven't done nails since
and I knew that if we focused on them.
I have not done anything with nails since May. So a lot of my stuff is just thrown
Me wanted to get a tattoo
in the, packed up. So
I want to take this opportunity to tell my story on camera. I sat down and he said, tell me about your son. When my son was 13 months old, I trusted somebody being around my child, but my son was attacked, which caused brain damage.
Oh, hell no.
And years later, my son ultimately died.
Aw.
He was a special boy.
Goodness gracious. Heartbreaking.
That was the first time that I have really talked about it with anybody, including my family. It was so difficult, and it took everything in me.
Prior to the show.
Okay, so yeah, these are all the colors that we're gonna be using.
Because to me, Ami was just such a tough woman.
When I heard that story, I thought to myself, wow, something that big and that serious, that was really cool.
Okay.
That the show wanted to take something like that on.
Now, let's go ahead and add our top coat.
After we filmed that scene, we started to really ramp up shooting.
The unlicensed PI was one of our show ideas. The PI moms, they were going to sting an actual unlicensed private investigator by setting him up with a pretend case and then bust him like, hey, you're not supposed to do this without a license.
The network, me, the producers, we all.
I need to get some more of this Cooper top coat. This is the best top coat, even though it smells like bacon. It smells like bacon bits to me. But it worked good.
Denise researching, Michelle preparing and making contact with him. So all we needed was the final sting to close out that case and have a great episode for the Pam Mom Show.
Oh, hi.
On the day of the final scene, Michelle and I were supposed to meet.
What are you doing on your nails? I'm sorry, y'all. I've been zoned out. I haven't even been looking at the chats.
Waiting to hear back from my producers. 10 o'clock, nothing. 11 o'clock, nothing. Noon, nothing.
Lucas was just pacing back and forth, and I was kind of just looking around going, what is going on?
We were like, oh no, he's not going to show up. And so the production crew asked Michelle to call him one more time. And finally, he actually answered and told Michelle, I'm not coming. I've been tipped off. My initial thought was, who the fuck just completely sabotaged everything?
I was just living.
Dang it.
But I wasn't just going to kind of let it go. I thought the first thing we needed to do was figure out who was the tipster. Maybe that's who was sending the crazy Ronald Rutherford emails to Pete.
Okay, so while this is drying.
The unlicensed PI and my
Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, so while that is drying, let's go ahead and do our French tip. So what I'm gonna do is we are gonna mark on our nail where I want this French tip to start.
And finally, being connected. I couldn't fucking believe it. Ronald Rutherford was Carl Marino.
I felt rage. Like,
Okay.
in my mind, I was thinking, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you fucking do this?
It didn't make sense. He was sabotaging.
Okay, so about right there.
Yet he wanted to be on camera. I think he was completely naive to think that he was going to get a spot on the show.
At that point, I had to come to Jesus with Chris. And I told him, I said, listen, if you want to have a show at all, you're going to have to fire Carl and just get rid of him. Chris's reaction was, don't worry about it. like it was some minor infraction. I was gobsmacked. It's kind of surprising that Chris isn't like beating the fuck out of Carl. I mean, it was insane. The only explanation I could come up with is they were lovers. Why else wouldn't somebody fire this person who was behaving so badly? After that conversation with Chris, I talked to the network about how to handle Carl, and they decided they were going to send him a cease and desist letter.
Carl was given notice. You have to stop talking about the show. You can't ruin our cases. You know, you're not a part of it. Our hope was that it would stop.
So the good side is that the network took care of it. The bad side is that now they're eagle eyes on the show, way more stress on Lucas to get things going.
After the production found out that Carl was interfering with cases, something was off with Chris.
Okay, sit down. Would you put your camera down and sit down?
It felt like he wasn't connected to any of us. We didn't understand when he was there and wasn't there, and it just seemed like he was doing his own thing. Clearly, he had other things that were happening that were taking precedence.
After our initial meeting, Lucas told me, I know who sent you that email. Carl Marino, who has been sabotaging the cases. Lucas said Carl was out of the picture.
Okay.
But apparently he still had more secrets to tell.
Have to be very careful.
But Mr. Butler,
Because I am a klutz.
serious criminal activity right
Okay.
Butler
Now.
selling large amounts of marijuana, along with other drugs, prescription Xanax, and steroids. That has been confiscated.
Let's go ahead and do the red design because I feel like that's gonna be a simpler task.
Taking the drugs from Ray's and giving them to Chris to move, and then he gives them to, well, me. I have not sold any. and don't
Hi,
want to.
Harmony.
I am not a drug dealer.
Tips I
and do
cut in
not
different
want
shapes,
anything
colors,
to do with
iconic
this.
neon, and sea turtles. Oh, cute.
This was just mind-blowing, mind-melting information.
Cute, cute, cute. Are you painting the sea turtles or are those just gonna be stickers that you're adding on?
Now I'm being brought into this, what sounds like very dangerous.
I'm gonna put this over here because I don't want the.
Stolen drugs and dirty cops who are putting them back out on the street after they've already been confiscated. Suddenly, this was a much bigger issue than I felt I could share with Lucas. I mean, this wasn't just a staged case for a reality television show. This was serious criminal activity. So I continued to correspond with Carl and said to him, "You need to go to the police." But he wasn't sure who he could trust and asked me for my help.
My phone rang, and it was a journalist by the name of Peter Crooks. And he begins to tell me about a case that potentially involved police corruption, and that he needed to speak to an individual by the name of Carl Moreno. I arranged for him to meet me at our DA's office after hours. And I said, "Carl, tell me, why are we here?" And then he starts talking about Chris Butler, police corruption, drug dealers, a reality TV series, the Dr. Phil show, Peter Crooks, PI moms, marijuana, methamphetamine. It was all over the place. I stopped him and I said, time out, time out. And I remember shaking my head. I said, maybe it's because I'm older, my synapses aren't firing like everybody else's. But at the time, I didn't really understand anything. But that changed. A pound of weed plopped right on top of the table. Carl told me Chris had given him the weed to sell, and he couldn't get out of it. was obvious that it was something to the story that he was telling me because I do have the marijuana in front of me. At that point, I knew I had a job to do.
My perception of reality TV is, I don't believe it's real life. I'm
Darn it.
mostly interested in true crime.
I don't like that one
Using
anyway.
Carl, we were asked to help build a case against Chris Butler and this corrupt cop. So we came up with a plan to try and get Chris to mention drugs. And then we met Carl and we wired him up. The device that Carl had broadcast on a frequency that was on my police radio, so I could turn the channel and as soon as I heard that, I knew that this wasn't going to end with somebody going to jail. But very few cases in my 25 years were like this.
The guy needs your voice. I don't know. I'm just fucking shooting myself. You've got to let this go with the network. Because the network is already before the clock. I'm having that fucking show. And then I got to take my business and I have nothing left. I don't have a career. I don't have movie star good look. I look like this.
I was like, this is weird. To me, they're more interested in Carl ruining the TV show than the drugs.
You know, I understand why you did it. You know, if I was in the same position as mine, would have done the same fucking thing. Because maybe I would have thought it out a little better. Don't kill the project.
So initially, when we were doing the first operation or two, we obviously didn't tell them, but we were looking at the TV show just to see everything that was going on.
I noticed there were a lot of police cars, and I thought that was strange for being such a really calm, sleepy town.
It was odd to have the local police department show up while we were filming. They were just sitting there watching.
You got this feeling in the air of like something's not right with this entire production at this point. What is happening here?
At that point, I felt like we were barely holding things together. But we had this one case that was our chance to save the series.
The East Bay couple is convinced that its teenage daughter is in danger. The 15-year-old is classified as a runaway.
A real girl, really missing. This case really felt big.
The parents woke up Monday to find her gone, they say, with no warning, no provocation, taking only a laptop, a few clothes, $20, and a backpack.
It was kind of like a do or die situation at that point. And Lucas was like, you're going to do this, you're
Okay.
gonna find her, and you're going to save the show.
Our resources that were spent were big. There were helicopters in the air trying to find out where she was.
In terms of the
And let's go ahead and add second coat.
Follow them and have lots of story to tell.
Actually, the sea
Ultimately, of
turtle
course,
cream.
What you really want to do is find the girl and
Use
get
a
her back
color.
to her
Oh.
Her parents have shared
Oh,
with
okay.
me that
Gotcha.
was detected.
I'm gonna say, ooh, girl, you good? You doing sea turtles? I'm thinking 3D sea turtles and everything. That's
The next
cool.
thing I know, I got a call. And they say, you're not going to fucking believe this. Carl has found a missing girl. Once again, he's fucking things up.
We were angry. One of my producers, I thought I had to go give her a sedative because she wanted to murder him.
Turned out that Chris had initially assigned Carl to look for the missing girl before handing it over to the PI moms, but that Carl was still pursuing the case on his own, and I thought that he was basically trying to set things up so that he would be filmed finding her and reuniting her with her family. Carl called the police, but he didn't let the PI moms take over.
The producers told us to meet at a certain place because we believed that the girl could be at this location.
The first thing I wanted to do was find Carl, confront him, and just like have it out with him.
When I got down there, it was a clusterfuck of the highest order.
Okay.
There were red and blue flashing lights everywhere.
People were screaming at each other, and the crew was yelling.
Let's drive that second coat on that French tip.
But lo and behold, there was Carl.
Let's go ahead and
Determined
put our top coat on the pointer.
In my mind, I was thinking you are so selfish because Carl knew where she was and didn't share it with anybody until it would benefit him. I mean, how fucking dumb are you to think they're really gonna push us out and then you're gonna be the star of the show? Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I didn't
Okay.
want this show to be like a Real Housewives. And this is
Now,
worse than a Real Housewives.
let's go ahead and do this. All right, so on this one, we did
Almost immediately, the network called me for a crisis call. At that point,
I just
they had
wanna
invested
go ahead and just clean this up real quick.
in the show, and they were furious.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do
Anything else went south, they would pull the plug.
let's go ahead and add our blooming gel on this pinky.
Right after the missing juvenile case, we heard Chris mention that he had 3 pounds of methamphetamine for sale. That pushed it over the edge for us.
We knew then that this needed to stop.
The next thing we needed to do was
Okay.
arrange a buy between the corrupt cop, Chris, and Carl. We met with Carl, we wired him up, provided him with $10,000 cash, and instructed him to go to the PI firm to meet Chris.
What's up? Okay, come on back here. Let's see that salad.
That moment when Chris took the money from Carl and was counting it out,
1 pound, 1 ounce.
and the methamphetamine was essentially given to Carl. Once that happens, it's game over. We got you.
A private investigator connected to a police corruption scandal cut a deal.
Do you think he did anything wrong, Chris?
Facing 7 felony charges, a lot of damning evidence, and a possible life sentence, Chris Butler decided to take a plea deal.
All right, so we did that, and then I think I did a cream on top of this
Chris
one.
just got arrested for selling drugs. I was floored.
I was at home when I learned that Chris Butler had been arrested. I couldn't believe that was happening. Chris was my friend, and so seeing him on TV and like the jumpsuits and stuff, it was very sad, it was very scary.
Got a phone call that Chris Butler had been arrested, and that was it. The network was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're done.
I'm trying to keep myself awake over here, guys.
I
I'm
gathered
so sleepy.
everybody back at the production office, the crew, the moms, and I broke the news. I was crying through that whole speech.
Okay.
I just felt terrible that, you know, I put them through everything that I put them through for nothing.
Chris and Carl just took it away from everybody.
Okay.
Their
So
desires. A show
I
like
did
everybody else
black
does it.
and then I did
So many
red
people
on
are
top of
excited by
here.
that show. Now, I know for a lot of people, they're like, it's just a show. But it was a show that we were really passionate about sharing our stories and empowering other women to do this kind of work, and then it was gone. It was taken away from us.
When our show was canceled, that opportunity that I had and me sharing my story was taken away.
Okay, let's go ahead
That
and
was
draw
another
that.
reason why I was so disappointed, was because I opened up and I shared so much for the first time, and who knows who I could have touched if my story got out and I shared all of this with the world. He doesn't realize what he took personally from me.
Got any reality TV ideas?
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to watch that because I don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah. Let's not do that. I'm going to just put it on something on YouTube again. Does anybody here watch Love Island? I'm literally so drained with the situation with Love Island, but just curious to know if any of you guys watch it. Just want to know.
Our future won't be handed to us. We will build it. But how can we?
Okay, so
When
we
the education
did
we need is still just an elective.
this one little
How
side
would you create with computer science and AI?
with the brown. So I'm just going to do
Every industry.
And increasing our earnings by 8%.
one side
This isn't radical.
with the
It's
light,
what education is supposed to do.
this caramel
Make computer
brown.
science and AI a graduation requirement.
Yeah.
So did you have a case, or how did you get pulled into this?
I was rear-ended in a parking lot, and the girl was going really, really fast. I don't even know how she hit me. It actually turned into a hit and
Just
run,
this brown.
and I really wasn't sure what to do. I'm very fortunate
This
that I reached
blooming.
out to RV Somerset.
Let's
and
go
I'm so
ahead and
glad
put that
I
in
did.
lamp.
Last year, I was involved in an accident, and it was a very scary
Okay.
situation. And I went to the doctor to get checked out. And very quickly after that, the insurance
We almost
company
done with the
settled with me.
pinky.
And I thought it was reasonable. I didn't know what to do.
We can do
But in
our
hindsight,
thumb.
I wish I wouldn't accept it so quickly. I think I got shortchanged.
So I
and
think
wish
with
I
the
would've contacted
thumb,
RV Somerset.
I did
So
the
my
dark
daughter
brown.
told me she was involved in a car accident, and she told me that she needed me to hurry up and get to her. I was probably 2 minutes away. So I hurried fast and I got to her, and she was super scared. We
Man,
didn't really know what to
what?
do.
All these. I've never been the one to like have a bunch of friends. I guess I did when I was younger. Like, I had a lot of friends when I was younger, but the older I become, like, I just can't carry all them energies, you know? It's so funny. One of my girlfriends just text me asking if I can drive to Atlanta with her. And I'm like, girl, I ain't in St. Louis no more. I'm not in St. Louis no more, sweetie Petey. I don't know how I can help you. Okay, let's go ahead and add some more shell stems on here. I'm sorry, petals. I wonder if my daughter's asleep. I bet she's still up. I bet she's still up with her big ass self. Whoa. All right, I'm really liking the flower. I want it really big and full. Ooh, cute. The only thing is this line is a little thinner. Yes, I'm back. I had to finish the press-on set because I was technically supposed to film a video today, but I did not. Time wasn't on my side. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and get this done so tomorrow I can get my filming out the way. And I won't be like, you know, doing too much. Because I have not been active how I should have been on YouTube. day. I swear, for God. I would rather choose that. I used to do a lot of makeup, but I definitely say I've outgrown that phase. But you know, I had a good run with it. Yes, it is time consuming. Oh my gosh. Very time consuming. But like I said, if you have inspiration on what you want to do, and then me doing my nails this way as a press-on set is a lot more easier. But sometimes it's hard to get the press-ons to stay on your nails. It's not as easy as it looks at all. So what I'm gonna do is file my nails again. I'm gonna file them because they stick better when you etch them down as a press-on. So it just be hard to get them press-ons to stay on. I don't have time for all this popping off. That be the only thing. Because it really be difficult to get them to stay on. But at the same time, you know, it's very therapeutic. Like, it gives me a chance to actually come on and talk to you guys and to get to know some of y'all. So that's the perk about coming on live and doing the nails. It's like really getting a chance to talk to you guys. And maybe I can start doing, like, you know how they have the joint lives together, you know. Having some of y'all join. So that'd be cool. I pushed my cuticles back already, but we just go cut some of this dead skin. Aww. So sad. I know how it is dating a police officer, baby. They so grimy. I never date a man in a uniform again. Never. In my life. That one person ruined it. Aww. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I can't believe tomorrow is Saturday. Like this week seemed like it flew by. Maybe because I've been at rehab all week and physical therapy. Not rehab, but I've been at physical therapy all week and getting MRIs and CAT scans. I'm just literally exhausted. And tomorrow, girl, don't be playing now. You better be dry. Okay. Okay. So we have our full set of press-ons complete. How cute.
Over 3 months. Do they have anything in common?
The common denominator was the caliber of the gun that was used. 45 caliber casing is located.
I definitely made this one way too short, but hey, y'all ain't know that until I told you.
Officers concerned that at some point, someone implemented.
Yes. 8:30 Saturday night, residents in the East Rock neighborhood heard the distinct sound of gunfire.
That's a little lumpy right there on that side.
On February 6th at around 8:30 p.m., we get the report of a person shot at Morris and Nickel Street in Wooded.
All right, let's go ahead and try this again. And I'm done. I think I'm debating if I want to put it on tonight or if I want to put them on in the morning.
A sense of shock and sadness has settled on the Yale University community after the Saturday night shooting death.
I'm going to go ahead and put them on tonight so I can wake up in the morning and move to my next project. So we are going to try the Instant Tipex. Thank you. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Even though I enjoy doing them, but girl, whew, doing everything by yourself is just draining after a while. I'm sure everything is dry. Okay, so now let's go ahead and scrape out this tacky glue.
We'll use Facebook as a tool to try and learn what's on an individual we're friends with.
And so you're going down a list of names. Nothing, and then you're like, whoa.
What I don't feel like doing is fighting with this tonight. Okay, we got the glue out of there. Nah. Y'all, pray for me, okay? What you say? It's the sitting you get tired of. Girl, it's the everything I get tired of. Doing it. Shoot. But then, I don't want to pay nobody to do nothing. Because I know how to do everything. From hair to nails to makeup to everything. I'll be like, I don't want to pay nobody. So it's the sacrifice.
What we could see were gunshot wounds to his upper body and to his head. And you could see stippling on the left side of his head.
Okay, so clearly that's too much glue in here.
There was an impression that was left on the back bumper that looked like a license plate holder.
So this is like a fender bender. It's not a
You know what? I'm doing this totally freaking wrong. I'm not supposed to be using this glue. Because I already know this glue finna stress me out. I am supposed to be using the KDS glue. Duh. Nut. Okay. Let me file this over again. Because this lamp, from all the polish and stuff, it'd be hard to get the nail to cure on when you do a press on. It's not like regular Gelx, because when you put the regular Gelx on, you putting a nail on. You're not polishing it and stuff until you're done. So we go do this KDS glue. And let's hope and pray that we just saying this again. Okay. Whoops. Definitely, all right, let's see. I was told to do glue on both sides.
You then hear two gunshots.
And hold it down for dear life.
moments later, the video shows the SUV driving off into the night. Can you make out any details when it comes to this?
Unfortunately not. You could kind of get the idea of the potential make and model of it with the tail light.
Okay. So we gonna keep doing the same thing. feel like that's on pretty good. I just need this to act right for this video because I don't really like to do the press-ons. You have to do a lot to get it to really work. But we may have some motion here. So let's do what we gotta do. I just want to make sure that it's on straight. So we just go hold that down for a little while. Yes, that's what I was saying. So normally when I do the press-on method, I'll still etch the back of the nail, and I'll either use the press-on glue or I'll use this instant Tipex glue. But since you add all the polish on top of that nail, the UV lamp has a hard time curing it that way. I can never get them like to stay on really good when I use the lamp. It works better for me when I use regular nail glue. But this KDS glue is a really good glue, supposedly. So, yeah, I don't have good luck with using it that way. That's way longer than a... I was tired, okay? It's been a long day. That should be the only one that's like super off though. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I etch the back really good. Because yeah, this part be stressing me out. That's why I don't really like to do the press on. It's solely because it be hard to get the nails to stay on. Out of me, yeah, yeah. Sexual chocolate. Now I want to watch that now. Y'all know what that movie is. Do y'all know what that movie is? Okay. Get in there. I'm making sure I give me some good clips on my vlog. So if I'm like repeating the steps, that's because, sorry, I'm making sure I'm in frame. Ooh. Now this is what I be liking to do. I be liking to add on my rings or whatnot. We gonna try some different rings today because I feel like I always put the same ones on.
It was all part of a plan, investigators say. They believe that Pam likely fired shots into those homes to ultimately mislead them, hoping they would think Kevin's murder was just another random shooting.
He planned it, and he knew we'd be looking at these other things.
Yeah, he did his best to miss it. And now we knew, I guess, this wasn't a
Yep, she's still up.
that he was targeted.
That thing's still up.
Also discovered that not long after Kevin's murder, Pam called his parents, and they made a cash withdrawal of about $1,000.
They had tremendous assets, somehow from Shanghai.
Access to large sums of money. Several million.
Ooh.
Zeroed in on Pam's parents and picked up a feed on their phone that his
Okay, y'all. But we are officially done with our nail sets. This one is a little bit shorter than this one. I mean, hey, for a free set, I'm not gonna trip off of it. I was tired earlier. Yep. Coming to America, that's my favorite movie. I mean, it's short, but it look her, baby. I ain't gonna stress it, okay? But yeah. Hold on, I gotta get up close. Ooh, wee, that looks so good. Okay, but yeah, this is what we have. We are all done. Done it all, done it all, done it all. Yay! But it was nice being on here with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this night up. It is 12:03. And yeah, I'm tired. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. But thank you guys for watching and chilling with me and keeping me entertained. Y'all literally sit here and just watch me do my nails. And I so appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll be back on maybe on Sunday. And I'll do another press on set. But before I go, do y'all want to recommend me some colors for the next set? I know somebody said something with panda. But I don't know. It's fall. I'm feeling fallish. So I'm thinking like maybe I can do like burgundy, a deep plum with like white and gray and black. I think I like that. Burgundy, deep plum, gray, black, and white. I think that sounds cute. So yeah, I'll probably be back on Sunday to vibe out with y'all and to, make some more press-on sets so that we can have nails for galore. And I don't have to stress about, not having myself together when I want to create my content. So, good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.